Hey everybody, my name is Pate. Thank you so much for clicking this video and for being here. Just so you know, I'm not a drum teacher, I'm not a professional, I'm just a drum bro creating convos behind a kit. In the last video, we went over a really cool pattern that sounds amazing when played at slower tempos. In this video, we're gonna go over everything you need to know to get a great sound out of your floor tom. And in the next video I'm planning on doing is going to be going over some cool hi-hat techniques and getting some really cool sounds, creative sounds out of our hi-hat. I would love to get 10 likes on this video, so please hit the thumbs up button and help me reach my goal of 10 likes. All right, so let's get into this. I think many drummers struggle to get a great sound out of their floor tom, and honestly, it can be pretty challenging. And if you're one of those drummers who struggles to get a great sound out of your floor tom, you haven't really arrived at that perfect sound that you're looking for, then my bet is after you watch this video, you're gonna have that great sound. And in order for us to do that, I'm gonna go over how I tune my floor tom, how I record it, and how I mix it. Everything that we're gonna go over in this video is important. And as a bit of a disclaimer, I'm kind of one-handed today. I'm feeling really sore. Yesterday was my birthday and I went and got a new tattoo, and right now it's healing, it's covered up, it's sore, so I'm just gonna be playing one-handed basically today, but we're gonna accomplish what we're setting out to do. Okay, so my kit is on the lower end. This is not an expensive drum kit. I think it's a Ludwig backbeat kick and floor tom. Very affordable. What we've got is a Clear Evans EMAD batter head and no resonant head. So the resonant head, which is the bottom head, really only serves to resonate the sound. I don't really want my floor tom to ring. I don't want it to resonate very much. I want my floor tom to be more of a thud and less of a boom. When you get into the mixing stage, adding boom to your floor tom or any drum is easy with reverb. You really can't take it away though once it's there in the recording. I don't use a resonant head because I like a thud. I like it to be really dead. The mic that I'm using is a Shure Beta 52A, which I think is primarily a kick drum mic. I have one on my kick drum as well. And I love it for my floor tom to get to capture a lot of the low end. When it comes to tuning, these are really loose. They're all the same all the way around there, but I don't know how well you can see right now, but this, I have one screw that's completely loose. And I'm gonna show you exactly how much I tighten these things. So right now it's going finger tight and then once it's finger tight, I basically do like a quarter turn. And then I do that on all of them. I do have an extra piece of foam on the inside of my floor tom. And really that's just to help deaden it just a little bit more. There's a ring that goes on top of the EMAD heads, which just really dampens it. I mean, I would imagine just enough tape would do about the same thing, but I love the EMAD heads that they make for the floor toms. I add a little bit of tape around the ring because sometimes you'll get a little bit of a rattle with the dampening ring. I just like a really dead thud. If you can attain that, that's the goal. And honestly, I think that's about it when it comes to setting up your actual drum. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So moving on to the recording phase. I really wish someone would have explained this better to me when I was first starting to record drums myself. But when it comes to recording drums, the secret, in my opinion, is to start with one room mic. If you're somebody who's wanting to learn how to record drums, start with a room mic, because when it comes to recording and mixing and mastering, the room mics make all of the difference in my opinion. If you can learn to record an entire drum kit with one room mic, you're off to a good start. Right now, I've got one room mic that's behind the camera, and I've got one overhead mic. I've got one kick drum mic, one snare drum mic, one floor tom, and one on my hi-hat. When I'm recording really highly produced stuff, I like to do like 3 or 4 room mics. because you can really capture a great sound if you have more mics in the room. That's the sound that I prefer to have. And then once you start doing that, you need to get your levels just right before you even touch anything on the computer. I use GarageBand for my DAW, and then so I plug my interface into my MacBook where I have GarageBand. That's all I use to record my stuff with. And you want to get the loudest, cleanest sound you can with the mics you have before you even start mixing it. So I will show you 4 quick samples. I'm going to hit my floor tom a few times. You're first going to hear it with the, I'm using my iPhone for video. You're going to hear it, what it sounds like with my iPhone audio. Then you're going to hear with the raw sound from the mic. Then you're going to hear it mixed, and then you're going to hear it mastered. So you're going to hear like 4 different stages in my recording process for my floor tom. So here we go. Yeah, that's honestly, that's it. I mean, those are the differences, and it sounds very, very different, but honestly, to get there, I really didn't do a whole lot. You just got to make sure your volume level is set just right, where you're not clipping and you're not going over, but it's also not quiet. You want to get a loud, full sound, but not too loud to where you're clipping and where it sounds like junk. So yeah, at this point in the video, I'm going to show you some quick screenshots of what it looks like when I mix it. And this is the mixing sound. These are the levels. This is where I like the low end to be. This is where I like the mid range. This is where I like the high points to be for just my floor tom alone. I often do add some compression, and there's a plugin, I believe it's pronounced Enveloper, where I can add some attack and some punchiness. I like to add a little bit of crunch at times. And in a nutshell, that's really all I do for my floor tom, and I love the sound, honestly. You don't need an extravagant kit to have fun, to practice, and to make great sounds. I hope this got the ball rolling, and I hope it helped in the conversation. I hope it helped you if you're looking to better your floor tom sound. I want to know what you guys are after. I want to know what you guys want to talk about, what you guys want to grow in, and I'm here to grow with you. I'm here to learn with you. Again, I'm not a drum teacher. I'm not a professional. I'm just here to have these convos behind a kit so that we can all get better and also enjoy the drums. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Again, in the next video that I'm planning on doing, we're going to be looking at the hi-hat. I love hi-hats. They very well could be the most underrated part of the drum kit. It could be. Not gonna lie, it could be. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video.